Greetings and salutations here from the desk of creation. Alright, it's time for another thrilling episode of 3D Printing the Miniature Universe with Papa Jester. Alright, buckle in, elbows in, let's get ready for the next show. Here you go! Alright, hello. Good to see you again. Today I'd like to tackle a new subject. Well, it's kind of an old subject, but one that's a little bit more in detail. So, as you know, I've gone through some personal stuff. A couple of deaths in the family. Yeah, 2 days after my dad went, my uncle went too. But 2020 really does suck. Alright, the subject I'd like to get into is how to make 3D printing profitable. Now, there are several things, and I want to keep it short, but one, you could go to Thingiverse, pull up something, print that up, sell it on Etsy. Because everything on Thingiverse, most everything, is free and share alike. Now, of course, you do something like this. I don't really think a company, this is a can holder for a 12 ounce. I don't really think a company is going to come after you for a can holder. And you can probably sell those on your site all day. Also, you got stuff from creators who puts up free stuff like this. You could print that up and sell it. You probably wind up pissing off the creator, but yeah. It's on Thingiverse for free. Something else that's on Thingiverse for free that probably will get you in trouble is this Wolfhound Titan. This is an armor cast design. Now, this little fella I made up for the shop. Now, if you were to list this guy as a 40K Wolfhound Titan by Armorcast and try to sell it, 40K will come after you. Believe me. Most people just list it as a 30K wolf robot. Everybody that's looking for something like this is just going to know. It's a way to get around it. It's a little bit shady, but, hey. These are terrain. So that's one way you could do things. The best way, well, at least for me, is this. You have several different companies that make miniatures, let you custom make your miniatures. Like, Hero Forge is one of the best ones. Then you got Legend Maker. Then you got Hero Pix. I think they're a Chinese company. Anyways, what they allow you to do is they allow you to make an STL file custom made of your figure, however you want it to look. And then they sell you the file for like $7.99, I think Hero Forge does. Now, then they say, okay, and we can print it for you in resin. This is where they really make money. You have a 28mm figure, maybe 30mm figure. The file itself sells for $7.99. The printing is an additional anywhere from $12.99 to, if you go like, say, I want a full-sized ogre? That one was $40. Yeah, it was expensive. Heel Giant, even more. It also depends on complexity. They do charge more for complexity of printing. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh, I must be hungry. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I sneeze twice when I'm hungry. Don't ask me to explain it. It's just happens like that. Anyways, that's a lot of money. That means that single figure, most all of them are like $20. I could go down to my game shop, and granted, I can't design my own fig if I go down to the game shop, but I can purchase something that is real close or cheaper. Just saying. Oh, by the way, support your local game store, especially Level Up Games on Creighton in Pensacola, Florida. Look it up. They even have a Facebook page. They're awesome. Oh, no more sneezing. It'll come out later. Now, what I've found works. We already established a lot of money, $20 for a fig. You say, hey, I won. Don't have overhead. That overhead is I pay normal prices because I'm a small business on my electricity. I don't have to pay company prices like big business. Yes, they get charged more for big business because it's a business. Also, my internet is not a business internet, so that's cheaper. I don't have 10 plus employees, so my tax ID number that I get, I don't have to pay for extra employees because, well, you know, the state requires you to pay when you have more employees. Also, I don't have to pay employees. It's me. I'm working here. That's the big overhead that is totally gone. So when you figure your low price of residential power, you're working here, you don't have a huge building rent, you don't have employees to pay for, that cuts your costs down real low. I have been able to get away with, after pricing out my fees, my costs, like power, supplies, my time, 75 cents an hour. When I print a below 30 millimeter fig in resin, I just charge $5. It's a minimal fee. So you go to HeroClix, you pay your $79.99 for your custom fig, and then you come to me and you pay me $5. This fig has now cost you $13 instead of the really higher price the HeroClix did. And that's where I make a lot of my money. I print files for people. People that don't have the time. People that can't do it themselves. People that just don't want to do it. They just want it done, and they want it. Now, you can charge more, you can charge less. It just depends on how much you want to spend on your products. If you want the high dollar stuff, or you want the mid-grade stuff, or you want the low-grade stuff. Also, when you're talking about making profitable, take some of the money that you get from however you want to start this up, whether you saved up for it, you got a tax refund, you actually went out and got a small business loan, and spend some money on advertising. The best for your buck and also the cheapest is Facebook. I took a budget of $500 and applied it to advertising on Facebook. That got me a lot of advertising in my local area. For several weeks, I was able to run an ad that appeared multiple times on Facebook in multiple feeds. I got an area of my city covering 80,000 people. I did another ad after that with some more money that covered my entire city and the outskirts. So I was reaching to a distance of 30 miles around my city, which covered several tens of thousands of people. I forget how many it did. Out of that audience, I got like 15, 20 customers just off the first week wanting miniatures. Surprisingly, or not surprisingly, they're mostly all gamers. Then then once you get a client base, they'll come back to you with bigger stuff like, hey, I want this tank for my Flames of War game. Alright, we can do that. Hey, I want this. It's for a display model for my desk. Hey, we can do that. Hey, I bought this file from this file hosting site. I want it printed. Hey, I can do that. So, that is how I made my love of 3D printing make money. I found something that's a utility object that I can print up and sell on my Etsy store. I got files that people had purchased and didn't have time to print up themselves to make money with. And I also engage in custom projects that I print for people. In conclusion, the easiest thing I can say do is just put an ad out there. Buy an extruder printer, buy a resin printer, and just tell people, if you've got a file that you want printed, pay me, I'll print it for you. You might not get a lot of people. You might get a few people, but you will get people. Well, that's what I wanted to discuss. Since my time is limited, because I still have to work through a small camera that has only 2 gigs of space open for these videos, I have to cut it short. Once again, thank you for watching, and please remember to like and share and comment. Leave me a question. State something. Share me with your friends. But whatever you do, remember to always have fun printing. Print what you want and have fun. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye. Have fun. I already said that several times because I just want to have fun.